morning, dear students. Today I will explain you chapter number 11, that is email and Google Drive. So these two topics are relating to the internet, and we use these two topics in our day-to-day life. So they have become the essential part of our day-to-day activities while using the computer, laptop, or even the smartphone. We frequently use emails and Google Drive. So first we have the email. Email is also called electronic mail. So it is a very popular service of internet. With the help of email we can send the messages with other internet users, and for email you need a computer, you need a internet connection, and an email address you need for sending an email. So here is the history of email. The Ray Tomlinson is the person who developed the first email application for the ARPANET. So here ARPANET means Advanced Research Project Agency Network. So I am repeating it again, Advanced Research Project Agency Network in 1971. So this ARPANET is the first network in the world that was built in the USA by the US Army for sending messages from one team to another team. And slowly the universities and other educational institutions, they become the part of ARPANET, and ARPANET now is in the form of internet in our life. So ARPANET, it was consisting of a program that was developed by the Ray Tomlinson. Program name is SND-MSG. So this was used for sending email, and one more program was there, that is read mail, and this was used for reading the mail. Next we have the advantages of email. So what are the benefits of emails? So there are lots of benefits or lots of advantages of email. For example, the first is it is extremely fast. So you can send the messages in just seconds from one place to another place. Second is email is very convenient because we can send the messages anytime to any recipient if we know the email address of that person. Third is you can send the message to group of people free of cost and very quickly. Next is you can send the document, graphics, sound files, or any other file as an attachment with email. And the last one is email is very economical because you do not need to pay any cash or any expense for sending the email messages. So email service is free of cost. Yes, you must need some internet packs for your mobile phone or for your laptop, but that is not the charge of email. So that charge is made by the service provider, and the basically email is a free of service, free of cost service that you can use anytime if you have an internet address or internet pack. Next we have the difference between email and postal mail. So postal mail is the ordinary mail that we use in our day-to-day life for sending letters from one place to another place, but email is the electronic version of mail. So for email you have to switch on your computer, just log in with your email ID and type the email address and compose some message and press the send button. So that's all. For the postal mail you have to get a headed note paper, you need envelope also, then you have to write the letter, and you have to go to the post office, you may need some stamps, then you have to arrange everything in the envelope, then you have to go to the post box to drop the letter, and it will take 3 to 4 days for delivering the letter. But in email the mail will be delivered in few seconds. So this is the main difference between email and postal mail. Here we have the email address. So just like other addresses, we also need an email address for sending or for receiving the email messages. So without email address you won't be able to use the email service. So the email address is the unique address. It means the address is different from other users. So here we have the different parts of the email address. So email address is made with the help of two things, that is the username and domain name. So for example, here it is written, one example is given of the email address, and here @ sign is used in the email address, and the part which is before the @ sign, it is called username, and the part that is given after the sign, that is at the sign, like gmail.com, it is called domain name. So username can be a unique name. It is a combination of characters that identify you on the internet or on the email server. So sometimes it is limited to the 8 characters. So it is a combination, for example, of your first name and last name. And the domain name is separated into two parts by period sign. Period means a dot sign. So the part which is before the dot, like Gmail is written, it is the name of email service provider like yahoo.com, gmail.com, etc. And the part which is after the dot sign, that is the domain. So it can be .com for the commercial website, it can be .gov for the government websites, or it can be .edu for the educational websites. So here one more point is given on this side. An email address cannot use commas. So here it is specifying an email address cannot use commas, spaces, or brackets. Instead you can use the hyphen and underscore in the email address. So keep in mind while giving the email address, here you can't use comma or spaces or even brackets. Okay, if your email is a combination of your first name and last name, and in between you can use a hyphen or underscore. And here we have the email program. Email program is an application. With the help of this application you can send the mail, or you can read the mail easily in your laptop or in your mobile phone. So for example, nowadays smartphones, they all are having the email program from Yahoo or from Google Gmail, that is called, or in the computer also you have the Outlook, and window mail is there, hotmail is there. So all these are the email program. So here we have the parts of email program. Every email program has an inbox. So inbox is used for incoming messages. Similarly, it has an outbox. So outbox is the place where the outgoing messages are kept which are not sent. So those messages which are still going on, they will be in the outbox. Next we have the new or the compose. So this is used for composing a new messages for sending. Then reply is there if you want to reply someone, or if you have replied someone, the messages will be in the reply to all if you want to reply all the recipients in an email. Then you have the forward. So forward is used to send the same message to someone else. Then you have the send button. So with the help of send you can send the messages to the email server. So which are the messages on your email server? The sent messages will be sent to the uh, person. Then you have the delete button. So this button allow you to delete the particular messages from the email program. Then print button is there if you want to take the hard copy of the email. Then sent mail is there. So in the sent mail you can check the mails which are sent by you. Then you have the attachments. So with the help of attachment you can attach any file with the email, like if you want to attach some PDF files, images, document file, audio or video. Then junk is there. So junk mail means the mails which are unwanted for you. They will be the commercial way mails and other advertisement mails. They get stored under the junk. Then draft is there. So draft means suppose you are writing or you are composing an email message, but you left it in between. Means you have not finished composing, and when you are simply clicking the back button, and that message you can again open from the draft, and you can finish the uncompleted messages afterward from the draft. Here we have the different parts of email message. So here first we have the from, then to is there, cc is there, bcc there, and subject is there. So these are the different parts as you can see in this picture. This is an email message. So it has the from section. From means, so this message has come from this particular user. So from where you are getting the message, from whose email id you are getting the message, this is called from. Then you have the to means to whom you have sent the messages. So it will show the email id of the person to whom the message is sent. Then cc is the carbon copy. So the same person or this person will receive the copy of this email, that is the carbon copy. Then you have the bcc section is the blind carbon copy. So r sharma, so this is the email id, this person also will receive the blind carbon copy of this message. So one difference is there between cc and bcc. cc means carbon copy. So the person whose email id is written in cc section, he will be able to see the other recipients, means other email addresses to whom this message is sent. And the email id whose email id is written in the bcc section, that is the blind carbon copy, that person will not be able to see to whom this message has been sent apart from him. Then subject, so this is the subject for your email, and then this is the body of the email, and then you can type the message here in the body. So these are the different parts of email address. So from section is there, it refer to a person who is sending the email message. To section is there, so it is the address of person to whom the email is sent. Then cc is there, cc means carbon copy. So the exact copy of the message will be sent to the person who will not directly involve, but you would like the message to send to him, and it should be written in this section. So then you have the bcc means blind carbon copy. So here you can add the email address of the person to whom you want to send the same messages without showing him or them that other have also received the same message. Then subject is for the subject, and in the subject you can write the description of your message. Here we have sending and receiving the email message. So sending email message means you can send or you can send the information or any messages in a meaningful way to the person. Receiving email messages means you have to um, collect the email from the email server in your device. And here one more thing you have to keep in mind, that for sending email message you must have an internet connection, or you can also click on the reply forward, or you can compose the message if you want to send the messages from a scratch. Then you have the receiving. In the receiving, it is not necessary that your computer should be turned on. Even if your device is turned off and your internet pack is even off, the messages will come to your email id automatically. And whenever you will be back online, and you can connect to the email server using the email program, and you can check the messages afterward. And here we have the common terms that we use in the email. First is smileys. So smileys, they are used for some emotions, to express some emotions in the messages. For example, for cry, smile, laugh, sad. So these are the smileys that we use in email. Then we have the abbreviations. So abbreviations are the short forms for the long messages. For example, for typing thank you, you can type ty. For take care, you can type tc. For as I see it, aisi. And as soon as possible, asap. By the way, btw. See you for see you. dk for don't know. So great for gr8, you can write. So these are the abbreviations. Then we have the shouting. Shouting means if you are writing the letter in capital letters, like here it is written the all message. If it is written like this in the capital letters, it is called shouting. Then you have the bounced message. So bounced message means the message which is not sent to the recipients due to the wrong email address, okay, or there is some mistake while typing the email address, so the message will come back to you. So the message which is not sent successfully due to any reason, the same message will return to you. That is called bounced message. And here we have the signature. So signature means after typing the message, downside you can put your name or regards, in which you can give the information about you or information about the sender. So that is called signature. Next you have the attachment. Attachment is just like this pin sign. With the help of attachment, you can attach something with your email. You can attach a photo, spreadsheet, word file, pdf file, or a video, audio, like that, along with the email. Next we have creating an email account in the Gmail. So this is very important. Before using the email service, you must have an account with the email service provider. So how you can create an account with the email service provider? So here are some steps. Firstly, you need a web browser, and type the web address, for example gmail.com, in the address bar. So the Gmail web page will open. There you can click on the create an account button is there. So it will show you the Gmail form registration. There you can fill the name and last button, and you can also fill the login name that you want. So if that login name is available for you, you can use the same name, or it will show you some messages on the screen that this login name is not available, you have to select some other name. You need to change the login name, and once it is available for you, then you can enter the password, minimum of 8 characters, and you want to re-enter, you have to re-enter the password 2 times. Then you have to click on the terms and conditions, that is I accept, and continue to the Gmail. And in this way you can create the account in Gmail. So you have to keep in mind your login name. So whatever login name you have given, that is your email ID. Then sending and receiving email in Gmail, that is easy. Firstly you need to open the Gmail. Just after that, click on the login page, and then login page you have to specify the username, that is the login ID. Then type the password that you have given. It will show you password in the dots or asterisk sign. Then click on the sign in button, and it will open the Gmail program, and click on the inbox if you want to check the incoming messages. If you want to send some message to someone else, click on the compose button, and then write the email ID in the to section, then write the subject and type the message, and then click the send button. So the email will be sent immediately. And after doing all the work in the Gmail account, you can click on the sign out option. to turn off the account for the current use. Then you have the reply to a message. How you can reply to a message? Suppose you are getting some message from someone, you want to send him a reply. So for this you have to click on the message will open, and then reply button is there. You can click on reply. If there are more than one person in the same email, then you can click on the reply all to send a reply message to all the recipients. So a window will appear there. You can type the message and you can click the send button to reply the persons. Then similarly you have the forward option to forward the message to someone else. Similarly you have the how to attach a file in the Gmail. For this you need to click on the compose button in the email ID. Then in the to section write the address to whom you want to send the email. Then put subject and type the message. Then downside you will see this icon, pin icon, that is attach file. It will open up a dialog box from where you can select the file that you want to attach, and then the file will be uploaded, and after uploading the file you can click the send button. And here you have, if you are getting some email and which is having some attachments, how you can open that attachments. So for that you need to click on the message will open. Then right click on the attachment and click on the open option. Similarly you can save the attachment in your computer also. Just right click on the attachment and click on the save as button. So from where you have to click on the save button, and the attachment will be saved in your computer or device. And next topic is our Google Drive. So Google Drive is a service from Google. So with the help of Google Drive you can save your files, your contents online up to 15 GB. So Google provides you the 15 GB storage space free of cost, that you can use free of cost, and you need not to pay for this 15 GB, and there you can save your files online. So what are the advantages of Google Drive? The first advantage of Google Drive is you can access the files from anywhere. From the smartphone, tablet or computer, you can access your raw files. Just you need an internet connection for that. Second is you can also store the large audio video graphics instead of storing them in your storage, that is local storage. Third is you can allow other to access your files, means you can share the files with other people also. Next is, so the data or images which are very time critical and you are away from the main office or location, that you can share with the help of Google Drive. You can take backup of your data easily so that your files don't get damaged accidentally. And last one is Google Drive let you create documents, spreadsheet, presentation online. So online you can create Word document, presentations and spreadsheets. So how you can open Google Drive? For this you need to click on the sign in button in the Google website, then enter the login ID and password and click on the next button, and after that you have to click on this four here. This is the button. This button is for the Google Apps. You have to click on the Google Apps button. So inside the Google Apps you will get some icons from the Google. So in these icons you will get this icon, that is the Google Drive icon. So click on the Google Drive. The window will appear like this. So here this is your online storage, and this is the new button. So with the help of new button you can create here a new folder or new file. Upload, you can upload any document from your local storage. Then Google Docs is there if you want to create Google document. Google Sheet is there, Google Slide is there. So these documents you can create online. For uploading, you have to click on the file upload, then select the file that you want to upload. Then you will see the file is uploaded in the Google Drive. So here we have the organizing files and folders in the Google Drive. So click on the new button, then folder button is there. Click on the folder, type the name of folder and click create. So a folder will be created in the Google Drive. Similarly, if you want to move, then right click on the file, then it will show you a menu, or you have to select the file, then click on these three dots. A menu will appear like open with move to, add star, rename, if you want to make a copy, download. So you can select any option as per your need. For example, move to option is selected if you want to move this file somewhere else. So after selecting the move to option, the folders will appear, and select the folder in which you want to move this file and click the move button. So you will see this file is moved to the particular folder. So here you have the steps for deleting a folder. If you want to delete a file or folder from the Google Drive, you have to select that file, then click on this button. So this is the trash icon, delete icon. So you can click on the remove button, and this file will be removed or deleted from the Google Drive. But whenever you delete a file from the Google Drive, it will go to the trash folder, and in the trash folder the file will be available for you for the 30 days from the date of its deletion. So if you want to delete the file permanently, then you have to open the trash icon, and you have to delete it from the trash also. If some file gets deleted accidentally, you can restore the file. So for this you have to open the trash. So here is the trash in the Google Drive, and in the trash folder you will get all the deleted files. Then select the files, and here is the restore button, this one. So after selecting the file, this is the restore button, you can click on the restore button, then the file will be restored to its original place. If you want to delete the file permanently from the Google Drive, then similarly open the trash folder and select the files that you want to delete and click on the delete button from the trash. So the files will get deleted forever. So it will show you a message when you will delete the file from the trash, that is the delete forever. So you have to click on the delete forever button to delete the files permanently. Next, you have sharing file and folder. If you want to share a file or folder with someone else, that you can do right from the Google Drive. So select the file that you want to share, and here this icon will be appearing on the menu, like one person is there and plus sign is there. This is for the share. So click on the share button, and here you need to type the email address of the person with whom you want to share this file. Type the email address and click on the send button. So file will be shared with that person, means that person will be able to see your file. And here you have the steps for sign out, means when your work is over in the Google Drive, then you can sign out safely from the Google Drive. So for that you need to click on the profile photo, like here it is shown. In the Google Drive you need to click on the Google account. It will show you one option, for example my account, add account and sign out. So you need to click on the sign out button for turning off the Google account. So that's all in this video. I hope you have understood all the concepts very well. Thanks for watching this video.